What's up, movie crew? Welcome to the latest haul video. Before I get started, if you are new to this channel, my name is Luke, this is Let's Watch a Movie, and if you're in anything cinema and physical media related, you've come to the right place, so hit that subscribe button. Alright, as I mentioned, I did have a couple of things that I picked up during the hiatus, so much that I had to eventually put a cutoff point. So this is 2.5, maybe 3 weeks worth of stuff. So some of these are obviously new. You'll be able to tell right away with the first one. But let's get started. The first thing I picked up, and the only real new release that I have picked up in a while, and that is the Marvel's Steelbook. I will have a pinned comment down below with my review to this movie. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I even rewatched it. Yes, they have a paper-thin villain because Kevin Feige doesn't know how to make real decent villains. Yeah, I said it. I meant it. Come at me. But the movie as a whole was still really good. And even though this is more of a Captain Marvel sequel, I gotta say Iman Vellani, who plays Ms. Marvel, was probably the highlight of the movie. In my previous haul, I mentioned I picked up some stuff at Barnes & Noble because they had a clearance section for things up to 50% off. And a while back, I managed to get a franchise collection set of a movie particular set. And it had 4 of the 5. And they actually had the 5th movie at Barnes & Noble, but this was actually cheaper. And that is the Final Destination 5 movie collection. Like I said, I've already got the 4 movie collection, but again, getting this was cheaper than buying Final Destination 5 over there. This was $10. I want to say Final Destination 5 was either 16 or 17. So I went with the 5 movie set. This next one, I went to Best Buy one final time before my local Best Buy decided to wrap everything up. And I got one 4K movie that was only $9.99. And that is Belly. I remember enjoying this when I was younger. I'm going to rewatch it soon to see if my thoughts are still the same on this movie. And rest in peace to the legend himself, DMX. Alright, these next few all came from Amazon. They were all on sale. I don't remember if I bought all 3 of them all at once, but I do remember getting most of them around the same time. The first thing being Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3. I have really enjoyed this series. This has been one of the most fun Star Trek shows I have watched in a while. And I'm just going to go out there and say this. This is probably the one I've rewatched the most. Yes, Picard has some of the better stories. Lower Decks, in my opinion, has the better rewatch value. The next one, I needed this to complete one of the TV shows I have, and it has me up to date on an overall larger portion of my collection, and that is The Flash Season 9, the final season. This show, I wish would have had a better final season than it did. I don't know what else to say. I enjoyed the episode where Stephen Amell came back as Arrow. And there's a few other little bits and pieces here and there that were really good. but overall, they could have done better. They knew the end was coming, and I feel like they did not do a good job with the proper ending. In fact, spoiler alert for those that haven't watched it yet, they try to set up a spinoff that we're never going to get. Greg Berlanti is currently only attached to one DC product that is not Arrowverse related. The CW is pretty much done with comic book shows after Superman and Lois Season 4 airs. And Grant Gustin has pretty much said that, for now at least, he wants to be done with playing the Flash. He wants to do some other roles. So who in the hell came up with that idea? That was stupid. Anyway, next we have Titans Season 4, also final season. Alright, I crapped all over this show for the first 2 seasons. Season 1 I thought sucked. Season 2 showed promise, and then the season finale was Arrow Season 4 bad. Season 3 was a step up. Season 4 is good, but they canceled it. Part of that has to do with the new regime at Warner Brothers. Plus, that was around the time that James Gunn came to power. However, it has been confirmed before anyone goes and starts hating on James Gunn again. The decision to cancel Titans and Doom Patrol happened before James Gunn and Peter Safran took over DC. So we're not going to hate on James Gunn here. This next item also came from Amazon, although this one came from a third-party vendor because it's out of print. And I need it to be concluded on the official releases. And that is the Essential Daffy Duck. Getting this means that I now own all of the official Looney Tunes releases that Warner Brothers has released, minus the double dips. There's a few I have as far as the double dips go, but most of them I have avoided. And this has a little unique thing with the Looney Tunes releases, being that this is the only Looney Tunes DVD that also features Tiny Toons. Like the Essential Bugs Bunny, Disc 1 is classics, Disc 2 is new stuff, and Disc 2 features Duck Dodgers Jr. Keeping with Looney Tunes, and yes, that one was what helped me conclude it. I got this one beforehand, but I got this one off of eBay. And that is Lunatics Unleashed, the second and final season. I still don't know how I feel about this show. And with season 2, they try to put a little bit of the slapstick comedy back into it, given that's what Looney Tunes is known for. And doing that kind of made it just feel out of place. Overall, I still don't know how I feel about this show. I think if it wasn't connected to Looney Tunes, I think I might have liked it a little bit more, but the fact that it's supposed to be edgy and it's got that early 2000s edge stuff to it, and it's descendants of Looney Tunes, it just feels awkward. Alright, so the next 4 things I got from Big Lots. If you go to Big Lots and you make a purchase and they ask if you want to do a $1 donation, you should do it. The reason being, if you make a donation to whoever they're doing donations with at the time, they give you a coupon on your receipt for $5 off of a $15 purchase or $10 off of a $40 purchase. And since that's where I go to get my snacks, I have managed to get quite a few things for a very cheap price. So the first thing is Flintstones Kids Rockin' in Bedrock. I own the Flintstones Blu-ray box set of the original show, and I bought this not realizing that it is the only season of Flintstones Kids that's on DVD. Personally, there's some fun stuff in the show, but, and this is going to sound weird given I'm talking about a 60s cartoon, for this to be a prequel to that, there's a lot of plot holes. Yes, I said it. It is what it is. Some of it's fun, some of it's just kind of like, what are y'all doing? Alright, so the next thing I bought, because it was $3. I come home, I go on my blu-ray.com account so I can add it to my blu-ray.com library, only to find out that I actually already have this movie. So I rewatched it because it has a short runtime, and we know how I am about runtimes on movies. And yes, I have indeed already seen it. And that is Dead Shack. It is a Shudder original, and my overall thoughts are, it's okay. It's not bad. Definitely better zombie movies out there. But I spent $3. I honestly don't remember when I bought it the first time around. I either bought it when it first came out, or it was part of another wave at either Big Lots or Dollar Tree. Don't know. This next one, a while back, I had gotten season 4 of this because it was a Dollar Tree. And Big Lots had season 1 where I need to actually start. And that is Ripper Street. Like I said, bought season 4 a while back because it was $1.25, so I picked up season 1 for either $5.99 or $6.99. I honestly don't remember. And this last one, I haven't even opened it up yet because I did not realize that the show kind of just ends. Like, contracts were up and BBC didn't even offer, like, renewing contracts or anything like that. So I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. If you have watched it, comment down below. Let me know. Should I open this thing up and watch it? Or should I just put it up on eBay? And that is Robin Hood Season 1. This, I think, had the wrong sticker on it. Because there were 2 or 3 copies of this at one of the Big Lots in my area. And one of them, the one I picked up, had a sticker for $2.99. The other 2 had a sticker for $8.99. I have no idea if it was the right sticker or not, but I went on ahead and picked it up. Again, let me know in the comments, should I go on ahead, open that up and watch it, or since it's still wrapped in the plastic, should I just go on ahead, put it up on eBay and count my losses? Let me know. Alright, these last few all came from different areas, but they are all A24, and you know I love my A24. Alright, so the first one I picked up was Climax. Alright, for those that are unaware, Climax is a BDR title, meaning it is pressed. It's an on-demand thing, so you're not going to find it in stores. There was an eBay seller that had it for less than 20 bucks, which is still a lot cheaper than you can usually get it, so I went on ahead and picked it up. At the time of me recording this, I have yet to watch it, but it's certified fresh and it's got some people I'm familiar with, so hopefully I like it. The other most recent new release I got, and that is Priscilla. Alright, I'm going to be a little bit of a hypocrite here, and that's fine. A lot of people asked why I did not watch the Elvis movie that came out a few years ago when it was out, and the truth is, I'm not a huge Elvis person. But Priscilla was an A24 movie, and it doesn't necessarily focus on the music stuff that I'm not really a huge fan of. No offense to anyone that's a fan of Elvis, I'm just not personally someone who listens to his music. And it was directed by Sofia Coppola, who has done quite a few solid movies. So I thought, why not? Plus, it's an A24 movie. The next one, I did an unboxing for this recently. This will also be in the pinned comment down below. And that is Showing Up. Alright, even though there's like a week and a half sort of time gap between my unboxing for this and the day that this video goes up, I still haven't yet watched it. More than likely, I will be watching this before the haul video goes up, but just know at the time of me recording this, I haven't watched it yet. And finally, I kind of hate myself for the fact that I am just now getting this. I should have already owned this because I have gushed about this film. I mentioned that I saw it multiple times in theaters. I own multiple copies of this movie, especially at a time where I have cut back on how much double dipping and triple dipping I've done. But I really want to get this. Plus, I'm trying to get all the A24 shop exclusives. And that is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And there is the inside booklet, which kind of looks like the promo poster. Has short films directed by the Daniels. It has a mini documentary. And the inside stuff is really cool. They did something a little bit different than the usual booklet. And that is everything that I picked up over the last 2 to 3 weeks-ish. So comment down below. 1, should I watch Robin Hood? 2, what have you seen out of what I've bought and what are your thoughts? And also, what have you picked up recently? And as always, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. You like what you see, leave a thumbs up, comment down below. What have you picked up this week? What do you like out of what I picked up? And most importantly, do I remove this from the plastic and watch it? But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching and tune in next time.